Oh, definitely, the local communities are the most vulnerable of the climate change issues. So we are promoting a community forestry to make sure the local people are empowered and also that they are actively participating in addressing the climate change issue, especially for the adaptation and mitigation. So community forestry is the most fundamental local institution that can address this climate change very effectively.
But I think forestry should really be regarded as on a positive aspect. Particularly, it has a very important role to absorb CO2 and CO2 sequestration, and as well as forestry planting, like afforestation and other practices. It, in fact, to contribute to the climate change adaptation and mitigations.
Right now, RED Plus is the only framework in the UNFCCC that integrates significant social, environmental, and governance safeguards that go beyond a risk-based approach. But RED Plus, because it does this, it provides a precedent for ensuring that sustainability of land use activities and equity among the parties through the post-2020 agreement. The post-2020 agreement should adopt an approach that builds on the precedent of RED Plus safeguards and extend similar provisions for all countries to ensure that social and environmental sustainability of climate actions in the land use sector.
The major difficulty with RED Plus, or the major challenge with RED Plus, is that of tenure, and that's linked with finance. And so what countries are finding is that RED Plus doesn't compete with business as usual use of the land sector, and so the normal practices when it comes to the land sector have a competitive advantage over RED Plus, which is making it difficult for RED Plus projects to secure tenure.
I think the INDC is one way, and developed countries must take the lead. And then other things is how we incentivize the good performance under UNFCCC regime. Other issues that is not discussed under UNFCCC, but this is very important, how the international market could appreciate good product and services.
Most of the climate skeptics are economists who perhaps base their models on wrongful assumptions, which lead to distorted outcomes. Hardly any of these skeptics are scientists, hardcore scientists, because scientists have to rely upon data which is based on facts and which has to be repeated and by several people. So I think it is essentially because of the way in which those grounds for casting doubts are created.